So prior to working for Global, I worked in care for 12 years from being 18. I progressed the career path within care from support worker up to deputy manager. I then left care as I moved areas, and it was very time consuming, working 80-90 hour weeks, impacted a lot on family life, and I began working at Lidl as a short-term see you through sort of job, and then I applied for Global and I've been here for the last 2 years. So I initially applied for an admin role. That's what I was looking for to get out of Lidl basically. I saw the job advert for Global, so it was fire industry related. Didn't have a clue what that was, but I was quite inquisitive and thought, why not just give it the go ahead. Had a look on the website, had a bit of a chat to people in the local area, and that spurred the interest. So I originally applied for contract support, which was basically tenant liaison, so the booking of appointments for fire door surveys or compartmentation surveys, liaising with the contracts management team quite closely, and being involved within the pre-start meetings and everything that goes into basically setting up the sites. I then also assisted with the operatives, so setting them up on Bolster systems or Boris system software and helping them have what they needed to do the job. Everything interests me with the fire safety industry. I think it's such a grey area that's not discussed commonly against schools and in universities. When you discuss fire, people just think of, the fire brigade. There's more to it, so there's more what goes on behind the scenes prior to that fire happening, and it's ensuring that people within those buildings are kept safe. And I think not enough is spread regarding fire safety in buildings. So if you go to a university, there's no particular course on fire safety, and I think getting to understand the installation side of fire safety and looking for the defects in buildings, and then you've got the theory side of the fire industry, and within Global we've got the different divisions to enable me to learn everything from installation, theory, the actual construction of buildings, and it's just opening up more and more avenues for my career progression. I started working for Global in June 2021. I originally started as contract support and became very interested again within the fire safety industry. I was very driven throughout, and I like to feel I put my all into everything I do, but I was also really inquisitive to the fire installation side of things, so I was constantly asking questions to the contracts management team, to the commercial manager. I was always asking more and more why things are done this way, or what happens if something's not installed the correct way. And I feel that the management within Global saw the interest within myself and basically invested in me. So they then put me onto various CPDs, training sessions. I am now on my ASFP level 2, which I take in October, and I'm also doing the level 3 fire door course in June. And they're always willing to push me in the right direction. So the contracts management element, that excited me, if you like. And I moved on to estimating, which then gives me a little bit more insight commercially. So I started that in November. I passed my probation this month, and things are going really well so far. So looking ahead, that opens up even more avenues within the fire industry, whether I want to go into contracts management, whether it be quantity surveying, or even further, whether it's fire engineering or fire risk assessing. The possibilities are endless. Global have fully supported my personal development throughout my 2 years so far in the business in many, many ways. not only is there a wide knowledge within our internal team, so they're constantly available if I've got any questions, or, you know, no question is stupid at Global. It doesn't matter how insincere you think that question is, someone is always happy to explain and give you an answer. They have supported me by sending me to various sites, which then I can see live works happening. Also sparks the interest of what an actual site looks like. And I think to many looking at photos, you don't understand the actual passive fire installation until you see it in person, and you actually see that destruction, and then you see the installation and you see the finished product. They've also supported me with the internal CPD sessions through Global Technical Services. So through those sessions we've had on a monthly basis, Ross, who's the head of Global Technical Services, has gave us some insight onto building regulations, the fire safety that's required, the new fire laws that are coming in, and keeping up to date with how fire risk assessments are conducted and the strategies, the planning, everything that goes on behind the scenes prior to any sort of install. They've also put me through asbestos awareness training, and they have also enrolled me onto the Global Academy Level 3 in Fire Door Inspection course in June. So through that I will then obtain the qualification to actually go and undertake fire door inspections. And I think with Global as well, anything that you need, they're always willing to help. So if you do see a course that sparks an interest, I can always go to my manager and obviously ask for that course, and they're more than willing to help. The honest answer is I don't know. I am on a path at the moment, but I think it's such a wide industry that I can't really tell you where I'll be in 5 years. What I aim to do is gain as much knowledge as possible. So at the moment I'm in estimating, I'm gaining the commercial knowledge. I'm also going through various different courses such as the ASFP Level 2 and the Global Academy Fire Door Inspection course, which then will open up other doors. So I'll be able to then go to site if required, undertake fire door inspections, and who knows, I might even be able to go to site and practice installations with, you know, your general batten mastic. I'd like to prove that women have got the knowledge and we are able to do the things that the men can do on the sites. And I think through my 2 years at Global, I'm proving that I am learning, I am taking on all the knowledge that's being given to me, and you know, I'm presenting reasonable arguments if I don't think something's right, or if I see a photograph and I believe that the installation's wrong. And it's giving women that voice, and it's also putting it out there that others can do it as well. I think within any area of the construction industry, not only fire industry, there's such a gender gap. I think a lot of women believe that they are able to go into these areas, especially the fire safety industry, and you know, there's sort of an imposter syndrome. And I think by spreading the word and, you know, being at the forefront of everything that we do and encouraging fire safety and putting women out there, whether it be through the fire risk assessments, the fire strategies, the actual installations on site, letting women know that they can do just as well as the men. And also learning men as well, that women can do the job just as well as them, and it's empowering women and it's encouraging as well. And you know, we're all the same really, there should be no gender gap.